I know we've done Mission Impossible. It's kind of like a double whammy of like horrible content because I just got done watching the latest episode of Last of Us, and I actually feel depressed after watching that fucking show. Like, I actively hate it now.
Boring.
Yeah, it's like this is it. This is the penultimate episode, right? We've got one more, and then
one
we're done.
more. Thank fuck.
Yeah,
She's gonna shoot the pregnant lady, and then I can stop watching.
Yes, because holy crap, I hate Ellie. I actually despise that character now, and every passing scene and every passing episode that I have to spend with her, I hate her a little bit more. And the weird thing is, this was arguably the least bad episode of this entire season.
Yeah,
mostly because it was Joel. It was Joel centric, and we are living in strange times where one, we want something to be not accurate to the source material, and two, we want more Pedro Pascal in something. Like, how's this happening?
Pedro. No, Pedro.
Whether or not you like the dialogue or the way that they do in the story, like he's acting circles around everybody in the show.
Yes.
It's not even close.
I mean that finale scene when they're on the porch. He's acting up a storm there. He is doing really good work with that material. But the thing is, all it does is shine a giant spotlight on what shit actress she is in comparison. And yeah, holy crap! Like, his presence in the show is so important to making that work. And without him, it's fucked.
Yeah, because even the brief moments of them chatting again, I was like, man, this is a strict upgrade from basically every other conversation that's been had in this season so far. I don't think it was that good or anything. It's just it was just way more interesting again, like talking about because the episode's about like parenthood, right?
Yes.
I was detecting a theme for the first time in the whole season.
Was it the intro with his dad when he was a kid?
Yes,
by any
and
chance?
then the line that they have at the beginning and the end of the episode, and I was like, oh my god, look at them go! They've managed to upgrade themselves all the way to trying to make a point. I didn't realize we were still doing that. Can I just note though, the guy who played the husband of the therapist lady, he's in a bunch of stuff. I think his name is
Ralph from Sopranos.
Joe Pantoliano.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
really
Cypher
good.
from The Matrix.
I thought he was really good.
I mean,
like for the brief amount of time he was in the show, I was just surprised that like
I was surprised that they played him so pathetic. You know, I kind of wanted him to go out with a little bit more dignity or something, but like, okay, sure.
Well, do you mean like get a bit more angry at Joel? Or?
Well, it's just like the bit where he's like, you know, when they first meet him and he's been bitten and stuff. Like, I kind of wanted him to be more, I almost like more assertive with what he wants. It's like, okay, I know I'm done for, and you know, this is it for me. You can at least let me go back to the settlement and say goodbye to my wife. I know this has to happen. I know we're gonna have to put me down, but like at least let me do that. But he's just so timid and pathetic, and I don't know, man. It just the way it plays out just didn't feel right.
I mean, I thought it was really funny when he pulled a gun with no fucking bullets on Joel.
Yeah,
like, you're gonna take me. And it's like it's out, and he's like, oh.
Again, it's like, are we supposed to take this guy seriously? I'm not really sure.
That's like, what I was getting at with that. I was like, that was kind of funny, which is weird right now. Not sure if we want to go with that.
I know, it's just like, holy fuck, Joe Pantoliano looks really old now.
He does, yeah, but I guess he is.
But I mean, yeah, I mean that scene when Joel leads him down to the shore, and it's like, okay, you know, we kind of know what's going to happen next. It's decent. It's decent acting between two good actors. That's nice. It's probably the best that we get out of this show now.
Yeah,
and it's like the one scene that Ellie isn't in, which is interesting.
But the worst thing is when he takes Ellie back to the Jackson, and he explains to the wife, oh, he got bit, he killed himself, he said he loved you. And then Ellie, being the absolute bitch she is, goes, no, Joel shot him in the fucking head.
Yeah, she is. So fully, I went, like, that's when I went to actively hating her as a character.
You can tell the show is on her side for that one. I was quite surprised by that. I was like, are you serious? Like, admittedly, yeah, Joel quote unquote lied to her about a promise, but the thing is, like, what good does it do to tell the wife what happened, like one to one, as opposed to the story that Joel tells her?
Yeah, what should have happened is Joel tells her the lie, he leaves, and then she's angry. That would be much better. But no, she goes, no,
was
Joel's
so-
a liar. Killed your husband. He wanted to see you, couldn't. His final moments were horrible.
It was so
Yeah.
cruel
What a bitch.
to that woman to tell her all of that. I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
And it's like, but then, like you say, the show is on her side. It wants us to empathize with her, but I don't. I hate her. She's a horrible person. She is like throughout this episode, she is just like a little bitch to him constantly. The older she gets, the more of an asshole she becomes.
I was expecting a scene later where she shouts at him for lying and doing all whatever, not that she would tell the grieving widow immediately that the worst nightmare that she could have has come true. It's like, okay.
I'm going to say as well, like, as much as I don't like the game, I can at least give it credit for, like, some of the performances in that game are fantastic. Like, the actual scene where Ellie finds out the truth about what Joel did, like, the voice acting, the mocap and everything, it is really well done.
Well, I mean, appreciation to Ashley Johnson. She's fantastic.
Yeah, she does a great job. And she
annoying.
Really captures that feeling of like, oh my god, like you literally like snuffed out the chance for the human race to like survive for me. What a horrible thing to have put on me. Like the enormity of it settles on her incredibly well. This version of Ellie, again, I don't know. Bella Ramsey can't deliver what they need from her. She can't deliver anything like the kind of performance and the gravitas that she needs to.
It's kind of the sad thing about The Last of Us 2 is they had extremely talented people delivering a fucking horrendous script.
Yeah,
because Joel doesn't get to defend himself in this either. When he tells the truth about the Fireflies, he doesn't. All he says, even he says they could have made a cure. It's like you didn't fucking know that. That's not true at all. Yeah. It's like I love how much they want it to be canon, but it ain't. We saw what happened. Have you heard about this? That Neil Druckmann has even made a statement publicly saying, like, no, they could. They definitely could. It's like, that's not the game you made, buddy. Like, and you go fucking watch that game scenes. Go listen to the... Don't you find an audio thing in the game, in the first game, that says they don't know that this is going to work for sure?
They've tried it on other girls, and it hasn't worked. But then not just that, he said, oh, Joel was actually right in the end. I go, well, that's not what you made in the sequel.
No.
The sequel is entirely him being an asshole.
Oh, so annoying.
But
because of the lack of defenses too, it makes it sound like he's kind of a psycho. When if you watch it play out, even if it was a guaranteed cure, by the way, which it wasn't, I still think he was in the right for the way that they do everything, how it all runs down, right? Like taking his shit, beating him, telling them they have no choice, doing it from Ellie being unconscious. It's like, sorry, you've made a whole bunch of decisions here where it's like you don't get. Also, the Fireflies having full control of it was never a comfortable position, politically speaking, and getting the cure out there only helped with the spores in the game. Barely even helps with the fact that there's killer monsters running around that eat you to death.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what they did to Jackson. You know, just
and the cure doesn't help you with that. The cure doesn't do anything for that.
Well, you won't get infected, but you can still get fucking pummeled to death or eaten.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not a fix for everything.
I can't believe how many mediums I have to watch Joel be soy, like, and not defend his choice at all. It's like, fucking hell, I want this to stop. I'm tired of this shit.
This is what I mean, man. Sorry.
Did anyone else laugh when he's trying to parent Ellie and he goes, "This is my house," and she goes, "No, it isn't. They gave it to you because they're communists."
That was lame.
Yeah, it's like you don't own anything, and I was like, is the show actually trying to be critical of communism here, saying, well, this is the downside of communism because you don't fucking own anything. So yeah, exactly. Or is it like trying to teach him a lesson? Like
she might be accurate in that they were provided the house, but he should have thrown like, "You're my responsibility, so shut the fuck up." Like, but he doesn't get to. They don't write him that way. He's not allowed to actually pull a parent card, which is weird because the whole episode's about parenthood. I thought that they just went lame with that shit. Like they didn't want to go further.
Well, he's a cock. He's been completely cucked throughout this entire show. That's like that. There's been a concerted effort to make him a fucking pussy throughout this. He's emotionally unstable. He never knows what to do. He's always crying. He's always upset. He can never defend himself. He can never assert himself over Ellie, even as a parent role.
Well, that's supposed to be him learning to be a better parent because was it Lalo from Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Or Better Call Saul? He says you'll be a better parent. But then what does Joel do? She goes, I want to get tattoos. I want to have unprotected sex with strangers. I want to try drugs. And he goes, well, I guess you just need your own space to do all that.
Yeah, they had their opportunity to actually have him be assertive, be responsible as a parent. He just gives up, and their idea is like, yeah, because he's a better parent than his dad. It's like that's not at all what that is. That's
In fact,
this guy hits the nail on the head here. I bet you the writers of this have never been parents before, and they don't fucking understand any of the responsibilities behind that or the idea of authority, especially not male authority, and so they just can't do it. They can't conceptualize that in their writing.
You know what's crazy is.
I was going to say, The Last of Us Part 2 treats children horrendously with Mel. Mel endangers an 8-month pregnant kid by going on the front lines. Yeah. How evil is that? And then you have Dina. She's pregnant. She's endangering herself and the baby. It absolutely hates infants.
It's a little bit rude of you. Are you saying the pregnant women can't go on the front lines?
Yes,
exactly. That's the thing. Like, that was their overriding concern there. It was to show that not only are women so fucking awesome that they can outperform men, but they can do it while heavily pregnant as well. They are that damn good.
Insanity.
But they never once thought about the consequences or the repercussions of that. It's like, is there a moral dimension to like having a woman go out and potentially get killed when she's pregnant? Nah, don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't think about it.
Okay, you've met plenty of heavily pregnant women who want to go to war. Like, come on.
Oh, sure, yeah. Like, they make the best soldiers actually because, like, they're bigger, and so they're harder to kill. Big. Right? They can absorb more bullets.
They have a protective shield.
The stream went down a dark path.
Oh god!
This fucking show, man. This is what it does. It brings out the worst in humanity because it is the worst in humanity. I hate it.
I stopped watching after he was killed. I was like, I was done with it.
Neil Cookman say he said he needed 3 seasons, 3 more seasons. So we have this one and 2 more.
It won't make it. I think I can see it getting cancelled.
Yeah, the clip of him finding out the drugs and the being with that other girl. I saw like commentary on it saying Joel's not bigoted. You shouldn't think of him that way. He's just from a different generation. He doesn't understand what Ellie's doing. And I was like, even with how badly it's done, there are people who think he was too harsh as a parent in that scene.
What?
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, he barely did anything.
We're doomed. We're fucking doomed as a species if these are the retards that think this is what parenting should be.
I was struck by like a wave of cringe when he said, "We'll talk about this later when you're yourself." I was like,
and he just stormed out.
What? What's funny is that the argument that he's from an older generation and so blah, blah, I was like, yeah, that's why he should be way better at this than being like, oh, I don't understand. I'm going.
Well, the messaging is wrong because he hit his kids in the beginning. Joel's dad beat both him and Tommy, and look how they turned out. They were good fathers. And Joel doesn't hit Ellie, and look how she's turned out into a complete bitch.
I would appreciate some discipline ever, right? He doesn't even give her discipline, and then she's like, "I'm gonna leave."
He's not allowed to. He's never allowed to.
Person.
Right from the beginning of their relationship, like she has always been the more assertive one, and he can never really like win in anything. He can never be the one who knows what to do, and she's lost or whatever. And it's not how that father-daughter relationship is supposed to work. If you start her off from a position of strength, there's nowhere for her to go as a character.
Yeah, she has full control over their relationship throughout all of this season.
I kept waiting throughout this for some big breakdown scene. You know how like she watches Joel get killed, and you get that stupid moment where she wakes up in the next episode and just screaming. Like, so we can showcase the amazing acting talent that she's got. And then after that, she's fine, right? And then she's just like cracking jokes with Dina. She's all like happy and upbeat, and like everything seems cool. If anything, Dina's the one who has to keep cajoling her into doing like this revenge thing. And I kept thinking, right, this has got to be her hiding some kind of like inner pain. Like eventually it's all going to come out and she's going to break down. You're going to realize she's been faking all this the whole time. But then I realized slowly the horrifying truth. She's fine with it. She's over it. And she just doesn't care. Like, none of it matters to her.
I think they want us to think, because they have that final shot where she's heading to the area where she's going to kill a bunch of people, that all that's on her mind is Joel's death. But you're right. The majority of the scenes post his death are played pretty normal with Dina.
When her and Dina are traveling through Seattle, like they're just cracking jokes, they're chatting to each other and stuff, and I never got the impression for 1 second like this is a girl who's just on a revenge trip and she almost doesn't care if she makes it out alive. She just wants to kill Abby.